A young South East author has won an award for her romance novel. Earlier this year, we chatted to Carmel Harrington from Wexford about the release of Beyond Grace's Rainbow. Now she's won the Readers' Award for Best Romantic Ebook 2013 at the recent Romantic Fiction Book Awards held in the UK. Carmel, you are on a whirlwind, aren't you?
Listen, I'm just smiling because you just called me a young author from Wexford, so I love you forevermore for that. So I think we could just finish the interview at the word young.
That's it, so.
That's it done, yeah. But no, I'm on it. God, I was speechless, which doesn't happen with me very often, but I couldn't believe it, Orla. I was completely blown away.
This is your year, isn't it?
Kind of seems to be that way. I'm so grateful that people kind of love Grace's story, and they just seem to have taken her into their hearts. And this award, like, I wasn't really, I was so excited to have been nominated, because when they announced the shortlist, I was actually out and about, and I remember thinking, God, they're announcing the shortlist today. When I go home tonight, I'll see who's been shortlisted, not thinking for a second I'd be included. So when I saw that I had been shortlisted, I was like, crikey, like this is really huge. I was going to the book awards in the UK anyhow, because I had been asked to speak at they had a conference the day after the book awards where they had aspiring authors coming along, and I was asked to talk about author platforms, as in not your shoes, but like Twitter and Facebook, and a way to connect with readers.
You're a great one for using the Twitter and getting it out there.
So I was going anyhow, but I just genuinely had no concept at all that I would win. So much so when they called my name out, my husband was with me, Raj, and when they called my name out, I thought it was one of those things, you know, where you think you hear your name and you stand up and everyone laughs because it's not you. And I had to turn to him and kind of, did they just say me? And he was shoving me kind of up to the stage. But yeah, I was thrilled, absolutely thrilled.
And you've also had the great news, because when you were in here a few months ago, you were saying that Beyond Grace's Rainbow was a Kindle book and nothing else. But now it's a paperback.
I know, it's even mad, isn't it? Yeah, I got to hold it as a paperback for the first time. Short while ago, I was over in the HarperCollins office, who's my publisher, and they were having an autumn fete, which was a very, very lovely evening where they had invited some of their authors and some book reviewers along, and we got to have things like sausages and chocolate-covered apples and Prosecco. There was lots of Prosecco.
Nice.
It was very nice, but they surprised us. They had our books kind of all around the HarperCollins office. They were my book was there along with some of my friends' books, and they were all kind of lined up there for us to see, which was a wonderful moment for me. And found out that the book is actually going on sale. It's on sale now, so you can buy it.
So what happens now? What's the advantage now? I often go into bookstores. I have a Kindle, but I still go to bookstores because I don't trust the Kindle top 10s, because I think people are just buying things for the cheapness sometimes. So what happens if there's a reader's choice thing or a worker's choice? Is that a really good thing for you if you go into a book centre and someone recommends it? Or does it end up just on a bookshelf and people will have to go look for it?
I think it's really going to help, because I'm hoping, that the fact that this award for Best Romantic Read was voted by a readers' panel. So it wasn't kind of an aloof panel of experts. It was actually people who read the book and that's what they do. They enjoy romantic fiction. So the fact that they chose that and that accolade is now mine, I'm hoping it means that others will say, well, sure, we'll give it a go and we'll read it too. As for now, it's gone into bookshops. Like, it's going to be in... I don't know whether it's going to be in all bookshops, but it's certainly going into quite a few around Ireland. And when it is in bookshops, I hope that it's in a shelf where people can see it and it's not in a dusty corner.
Yeah, it's all about the promotion and things as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is. There seems to be a bit of a buzz because, as you know, when I was here the last time, we chatted about me self-publishing. And when I self-published, a lot of the people who bought it as an ebook when I self-published, because I only ever had it as an ebook, it was never in paperback, they've been waiting for it to be in paperback, because they had said when they rebuy it under the HarperCollins label, they wanted it in paperback, this time. So
there's kind of as a souvenir.
Yeah, because people seem to the story, it is a very emotive tale, and people kind of seem to get very hooked in to Grace's story and her friends.
It's one of those stories that when you tell it sums up so easily that you think, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah,
Give us the strap line.
It's a nice premise really, but it's actually not a nice topic really, but the main character, Grace, she's got cancer. But what I wanted to really look at when I wrote the story was she's adopted and doesn't know who her biological family are. And that's the case for an awful lot of people in Ireland, that it's very hard, especially if you were adopted 30, 40 years ago. The records aren't always the best. And that's what I wanted to explore. She had tried to find her biological parents before unsuccessfully, but now the stakes are higher because she needs to find them to ask them for a bone marrow transplant to save her life. And as a single mum to a little boy, she wants to survive for his sake. So that's really kind of the story. And I was really interested to see whether, like if you had this web of lies and deceit where this person had hidden the fact that they'd had a baby 30 odd years ago in Ireland, in rural Ireland, would they come forward and say, okay, I'm willing to accept you as my child now because you need my help and it's a matter of life and death? Or would they still say, no, this is a secret, I don't want to come out? So the story is all around Grace's search for her biological family.
Yeah, it's
but there's a love story thrown in as well, though. So it's not all there has to be love.
Has to be love. You're living in Wexford. Has this changed your day-to-day life since all this has happened for you?
No, not yet, other than it's made me busier,
And you get to quaff Prosecco in the daytime.
You do, yeah. Like I've been to a couple of parties which are lovely, and my life has changed dramatically. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still, I suppose if I haven't seen the ching benefits of it yet, hopefully that will come. So much busier than ever before.
Is it glam?
Do you know what? Sometimes it is. Like I've done some fun things. I went to dinner with quite a few other authors in Dublin, and some of these were just like people I'd read their books for years, and it was so lovely just to be having dinner with people like that. So I suppose you do get as a published author with a publisher like HarperCollins, you get to chat to other authors who are published with them or with the other big publishers. So that's kind of nice, you get to speak to some heroes.
Yeah, well, it's a great story, a great self story, and the story behind Beyond Grace's Rainbow as well. Thanks a million for coming in again. And so the paperback is now available in bookstores.
It's available now. You can get it. You can buy the paperback on Amazon, and you can also buy it in, say, Burns bookstores in Wexford have it. Debray bookstores, they're around Ireland. They have it as well.
Good stuff, and well done on the best romantic ebook of 2013 too.
Thank you, Orla.